Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel and today we're going to do a fall time look because A, I love fall just like any other basic girl. 2, the only reason I love fall is because I'm from Palm Springs and fall usually means it's about to be winter and it's going to stop being 120 degrees outside. And 3, the colors of fall just so much better than spring. I don't like pastels. Don't kill me. I don't like pastels. I don't like any of that. So let's just go ahead and jump on in, and if you like these types of videos, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I think that's all I have. So let's go ahead and jump in to the video. Awkward dancing. I made an awful mistake. It is still kind of hot here in San Diego, but I was like, oh no, I gotta be like super like fall aesthetic. So let's put on a sweater, and this is technically a pajama sweater. It's super thin, but it's so hot like out in this room. There's no AC here. And I'm like drenched, so I have a very cold glass. Do you see that? Very cold glass of water. I don't know what I want to start with. I'm always back and forth between the face and the eyes, but I think we're going to start with. Let's start with. We're gonna start with the face. I am actually going to try out, this is actually a sample I got from Glossier. I purchased their, I purchased their milk cleanser thing. So this is what they sent me in the mail. It is called a priming moisturizer, and that sounds bomb. So it says massage upward strokes up and out. Dollops of cream into your face. Add additional layers to prime skin to a desired effect for makeup and or light. I don't know what priming to a desired effect is. I mean, this feels pretty, doesn't smell like anything. This feels pretty, not gonna lie, it feels kind of oily, but I'm sweating right now, so this is probably not the best thing to be doing, but you know, here we take risks. For foundation, I'm gonna go in with the Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation and Concealer. I like this foundation, but it's the only one that creases in my smile lines, but I'm gonna rock it anyways. I need a mirror. And I think this might be the wrong tone, but I didn't really like this foundation. I like this foundation, but I don't know if I'd repurchase it because I don't think I liked it enough. So I didn't even bother getting a different color. So if this doesn't match, fight me. I dare you. Bring it downtown, girl. Bring it downtown. Concealer, I'm gonna go in with the Milani Retouch and Erase. This is a little yellow, like it comes out, as you can see it's a little yellow, but it blends out nice, like it doesn't look yellow once it's blended out. I feel like I'm sweating this foundation off right now. It's so flippin' hot. And so far this priming moisturizer is actually really thick. I don't think you'd like this if you have oily skin. I think it's a little too thick and a little too oily. I'm going to use my Covergirl Advanced Radiance powder just like this and set those under eyes before they start creasing. And this powder kind of counteracts that yellow in that concealer, so that's why I wasn't too worried about it. I'm gonna set that all and use that as a base. I usually use the MAC paint pot in soft ochre, but it's kind of drying, and I think with darker colors it's not the best, so I'm just gonna avoid that. And for the rest of my face, I'm gonna go in with the Stay Matte by Rimmel. We're sweaty. Oh my god, I'm so hot right now. I'm like dabbing away sweat. So we have it a base. We're gonna go into the Subculture palette. Love this palette. I've been waiting for fall to kind of do more fall appropriate. Ew, this looks gross. Like, girl, what's on your lips? But I think I want to play a lot with this All-Star color and Rowdy, I think it's called down here, with Roxy or New Wave. very warm tone, purpley look. That's kind of what I love to do, especially if I'm gonna go in with super dark colors. I love to go with purples because I think they really complement brown eyes. They're really good for that. Smoky eyes with black, I think really complement blue eyes. Oh, girl, don't get me started. And I think brown smoky eyes with more coppery tones, perfect for green eyes. So all I did was take 2 fingers of 2 different pigments and rub them together, and it gave me the color I wanted. So I took New Wave and Roxy like that, and then I rub them together like this, and we get this beautiful pastel-y kind of orange, and that's what I want. So I'm gonna take New Wave and Roxy as a transition shade. Again, this palette is super pigmented, so you do not need a lot. And again, since we are going with that one tone all over the lid, I'm not doing like dark to light. I'm just kind of going dark and some transition shades. I'm gonna make sure I bring these transition shades super far up on my eyelid because I have more inset eyes, and I want to make sure we see all those beautiful colors. This is coming out a little too orange, like bright orange. I'm gonna actually go in with Edge and New Wave because it came out with this is like more corally orange. I want a more like pumpkin spice orange, so I'm gonna go in with Edge and New Wave because that gave me a better orange. I'm gonna go into All Star, just a tad, and start kind of packing this on here, as you can see. And this doesn't have to be perfect either because we are gonna go in with a darker color and lay that down after. So what I'm kind of doing is I'm packing it with this brush and then blending it out. And we're taking this, we're not keeping it in the crease, we're going just above the crease. So not as high as up here, just in the crease and a little bit above it. And I really want this to show up, so don't be scared to get this pigment popping. And you can go back in with that other brush and blend it out. A good way to see if you are going above your actual natural crease, because I know it's hard when your eyes are closed, is when you're coming in with pigment. Let me grab some real quick so I can show you. When you're coming in with pigment, you're normally closing your eyes. If you just open it just a smidge, you can see that line and you can see what's just above it. And if you do that, that'll help you kind of map out, go in just a tad above the crease.
But now that I'm doing like a whole eye look with it, I can go in heavy handed. This is blending out totally fine.
I'm gonna take a small kind of packer brush. I have a little one. I have a little guy somewhere around here. And we're gonna, oh, I'm so excited. I'm not gonna go into the crease yet, but don't take this dark color into your crease because we're gonna blend this out into the crease. Take this and immediately already put it in your crease. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This motherfucker don't wanna blend. If you take this and already put it into your crease, the color's gonna start going up higher, so. Okay, so I don't recommend a packer brush to place this. I would use a fluffy brush because the line, it kind of stains where you put it, and you're gonna have to work harder. Do you see that right there? So I'm just gonna go in a little bit, like barely a tap, and kind of help blend that out a little bit. I'm gonna go back in with All Star, just a smidge, and I'm gonna blend this out in the crease to kind of mesh those two colors together. So I scooted in closer because the lights are better. Anyways, I went ahead and did my brows, and I'm gonna go ahead and go in with bronzer. I'm gonna use the Rimmel Natural Bronzer in Sunlight, and I'm gonna go ahead and bronze that real quick using this Tarte, I think it's just a bronzing / contouring brush. I'm not sure the actual name for it, but the only one on the site that looks like this. I love this brush. You get such an airbrush like bronzing with it, like I'm gonna go in with contour. I'm gonna use this contour brush by Real Techniques. I'm gonna use the Kat Von D Ombre, or Sombre shade, I think it's called actually. Very lightly. If you go in this heavy-handed, it starts to look really muddy and it will not blend out. That is what I learned the hard way. I had to like wipe off my entire face. And I learned the hard way. You need to dab lightly, they're very pigmented, and blend. And I'm gonna contour my forehead. I'm going to use blush, and this is my favorite fall time blush. It is the Be Matte blush by Color City, or City Color, and it's in the color Hibiscus, and look at that blush. It's gorgeous. And I'm just gonna take a fluffy one, and it's literally one tap in this, super pigmented, like you don't even need that much. And it's such a pretty fall time color. And then highlight, which I'm also going to use for the brow bone, is the Spotlight palette with Casey Holmes in Pearl. I'm going to use a Morphe 510, and I'm going to go into this second shade, and I'm going to highlight with that. And then using a flat definer brush, same color, up here in the brow bone. And for lips, I'm going to use Ofra's liquid lipstick in Americano. Kind of plays off that peachy transition shade, so I'm about it. Make sure it's not wet. Oh yes. This is one of my That is the completed look. Like I told you guys, I'm not following the rules. I'm doing dark lips and dark eyes because I think it's super vampy, super fun. The lighting's really crappy right now. I don't know what to tell you, but that's my look. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe before you leave, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. Oh, nobody told me I had lipstick on my lips. Just saying.